YouTubers, I'm back. Do you like my style? Pretty fancy. So in the mornings, usually I like to push snooze like 100 times until it's right about time that I need to get up, and usually when I'm having to get the kids to school. So what I have been doing, just so that I have some sort of protection and I don't want to have to go through my whole routine, I found this right here, which is called the Copper Tone, and these are called the Clearly Sheer Faces. I got these at TJ Maxx for $5. I did look it up online and I will link it below. They're around $8, but if you have a TJ Maxx or maybe a Marshall's, they might have these. And this is 50 SPF. The only issue that I have with it, if I am experiencing the dry patchiness, this does tend to leave a white cast on the dry areas. So normally what I do is I'll just kind of rub it out or get my toner and get those dry patches off and then put this on. Like I said, if I push snooze, I just throw this on in the morning, take the kids to school, go teach a class, whatever I need to do, and then I come home and I start my regular routine. So what I have been using as far as in the mornings, my skin usually isn't that dirty in the mornings, and I have found this Sunday Riley, and this is the ceramic slip clay cleanser, and this is really nice. It gives a little bit of a lather. I do like that, and I go ahead and use one of my little dollar store baby washcloths, and I like these because one side is kind of smooth and one side kind of has a little bit of roughage on it. So then I go ahead and just put a little pump on here, and I do wet my face a bit first. I'm usually doing this over the sink, so I'm gonna try to, so I just kind of wet my face off and then go to town. Okay, and then I just pat off my face. And sometimes I take a shower in the morning, sometimes I take it in the evening. If I take a shower in the morning, I do have a tool that I use, which is one of those facial cleanser brushes, the electric brushes, and I'll show you from my evening routine. Okay, and then I go ahead and go in with my Mario Badescu, my toner. This was the one with the glycolic acid. And then I go ahead and I just put about a quarter size amount on my cotton. And then I just put this all over. And then I just let that dry. Ooh, it feels, I love the way this feels afterwards. And then the nice thing about the toner is you can be sure that you got all that dirt and everything off. I do put it all over my eyes and everything. I know some people don't. Next thing that I should have done was I have been using this lip scrub. I got it when I ordered my tretinoin, and I'm on the fence. Well, no, I just don't like it. It's by Sarah Happ, and I did get it on the site again where I got the tretinoin. I'm just not enjoying it. I thought that it would be cool because it's blueberry. It's midnight blueberry, and I thought, I've never seen a lip scrub that's blueberry. You get a lot in here. It does moisturize the lips really well. It's kind of harsh. It has big granules in it. It was $26 for this, and it tastes really bad. And I know I'm not supposed to be eating it, but you know, when you're working around your mouth, eventually it is going to get in your mouth, and it just leaves a very, I don't like the taste of it. It just has a very artificial blueberry flavor to it, and I just don't like it. And there's something else in here that just doesn't taste very good. So again, this was 26 bucks. I'm gonna have this forever. I'm gonna keep using it. She does have other flavors, so maybe those are better. Okay, so I should have used that. I'll use it in the evenings, and I'll probably forget it in the evening too. Yes, I do. I forget a lot of steps. It's just what happens. Thing, I have been using the Good Jeans by, again, Sunday Riley, and I really like this. This is the Corrective Brightening, Refining, Plumping. It's called a treatment on here, but I have heard it referred to as a serum, so that's how I've been using it. Now, I just wanted to mention that with the clay cleanser that she has and the Good Genes, it is suggested that you can use it as a mask. Now, for two reasons, I'm never going to do it again. I did just want to try it just to see how it was. But for one, this Good Genes is very expensive. And I don't like the fact of washing it away. You know, I want to keep it on there. Mixed together, it felt just like I had soap on my face. You know, when you put soap on a dry face and it's just kind of sitting there and it gives that really weird feeling. So that's how it felt putting this mask on. And then when I washed it away again, I was bummed that I'm washing away this, and I really didn't feel anything extra special about it. So I probably won't do that again, but that is an option. So I go ahead with my Good Genes and I give it about a half a pump is about good enough. And this smells really nice. It's got a really pretty scent to it. And then I'm just going to rub this in. I would love to tell you the scent of that it is, but when I was in Sephora, I almost didn't get it because it kind of smelled like bad breath. But being in Sephora, your nose is kind of going a little nutty anyways. When I did get the sample and took it home, it has a really nice, almost like soft citrusy scent. I really do like that, and it really does feel good going on, and a little tiny bit goes a long way. With serums, you only need a little bit, and that'll do you. So after my serum is on, then I go ahead and with my Mario Badescu, the vitamin C serum, and I'm just going to use about 4 drops of this, actually 3. So I put 1, 2, 3, and you will notice with using vitamin C that your hand will start to stain if you're using it like this. So if you're wondering why is my hand stained a little bit yellow, it's the vitamin C. So as I was explaining before, using it with the tretinoin together, even if I use the vitamin C just in the morning, it still is tearing up my face using them together. So I'm just using this on my lower eyes and then upper eyes, and then I just pat that in. I'm not using a ton. And then with the rest, I'm putting on my neck. And then I go ahead and just rub that in. And then next I go in with my Sunday Riley. I got the Juno. In Juno, they also had a Flora, it's called, and that has like 4 different roses in it. It is supposed to be good for mature skin. I wanted the Juno because I heard that this absorbs a little bit quicker, but I am thinking about getting the Flora too. But right now I've just, as you can tell already, I have a ton of products, so I'm already trying to juggle these around. So, and that looks like this, and then I just go 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been using this since the last check-in that I did for my tretinoin, and I mean, I could sell this and it could look like it was new. And I use at least 4 drops a day, just depending. And then sometimes if my face is feeling a little bit dry during the day, then I go and I grab some of this, put a couple drops, and then I put this on. But since I've been using all these products, I haven't had any issues with being dry. And then I'm just patting this in. I do also love this oil because it also has UV protection. So if I have time, I like to let that all just kind of sit in. I'll go maybe wash some dishes, just do a few chores, just let that set in. But I am just going to power through this today. So my next step, I have been using the Clarins, and this is called the Extra Firming Eye Wrinkle Soothing Cream. That's a mouthful. And I do enjoy this a lot, but again, I've been adding so much stuff that I probably won't repurchase this, because for this little jar it is $62. When I wasn't using so much of the products that I am using now, I really noticed a difference with this eye cream. All the things that you use on your face are okay to put on your eyes. You know, you obviously want to make sure that you're not getting them in your eyes, but anything that you use on your face is pretty much okay to put on your eyes. So I will probably not repurchase and see how I feel without it. A little goes a long way. I just dip my finger in and then I pat right all over my eyes. Just barely a little tap. Okay. For my last couple steps, I get my Mario Badescu Peptide Renewal Cream. Now, with this, I have been noticing that this product does not get along very well with I was mixing them with my oils. However, I was noticing when I would go to touch my face, which I know you're not supposed to be touching your face, but who can really not touch their face? So it was, if I was rubbing, it was balling up with the oils. So that's why I do like to put my oils on now first, especially during the day, and then kind of let it set in if I have time. And with this one, it is such a thick cream that it just wasn't mixing well with the oils. So I'm just using now, I've stopped using this in the evening, and I just use like a tiny bit. I mean, this is like a quarter size of a pea. Just go ahead and put it in my palm, and then I go ahead and with my Dream Screen by Benefits, I like this. This has an SPF of 45, and then I just get this and I put about a pea size of this, maybe a little less than a pea size, and then I just mix them together. And then again, I'm just pat rubbing that in, and then whatever excess I just put on my hands. And then I go ahead, I have this, it's the Triple Moisture, the facial cream for through Benefits, and this has a lot of fillers and perfumes and things like that. I bought this when I was really just starting to get into things, and I kind of was on a Benefits kick. Not that they're a bad company or anything is wrong with this. It just does have a lot of fillers, not a lot of natural ingredients. So I do already have it, so I'm going to use it. I just get about, again, oh, let's see, this is about a pea size, maybe a little bit more. Get my copper tone, and then I put about equal amount of that on there. And again, that has a SPF of 50. And then I just go ahead and rub it in. And then rub the excess into my hands. So again, depending on what I'm wearing, if I have sleeveless or something like that, then I go ahead and get my shoulders. Make sure you get your ears. Don't forget about your ears. Those get affected too. And then that is about it. So then I go in with my Mario Badescu, the facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. I just call it my rose water spray. And then I just go ahead and set that in. So now that I look like a greased pig, then I just kind of let this settle, and then I go into my makeup routine. And I will be back this evening to do my evening routine if anybody is interested. I hope that you found this helpful. If you have any questions, if I forgot to explain anything a little bit better, please comment, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tonight, and peace.
And not have to worry about my skin being affected. So, okay, so here's one of my little dollar store. So I go ahead and use one of my little dollar store, the baby. And it also, it has a very, what do you call it? It has a very